Hello, everybody. So excited to be here with you today. And I was wondering, are you interested in being able to find out how to get more views on your videos and how to repurpose and reuse them? But maybe you haven't really done that because it's confusing, it's overwhelming, you haven't taken the first step yet. Well, let me tell you, you are in the right place because today that is exactly what we are talking about. My name is Jillian Beth. I'm an intuitive healer and coach, and I am here with the amazing Lindsey. Hi, Crystal.
What is up? I'm so excited to bring it for your audience and my audience as well. So we can tell the good news about one of the most incredible free tools we have to market ourselves. That is live video. So again, if you're out there and you're just tired of seeing what works, stumbling through, being paralyzed, being overwhelmed, really feeling unsure, uncertain, unconfident, this is your chance because taking action is easy when you know what to do. So like Jillian said, you're in the right place. Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely. I think this is such an important topic for so many people because I know there's many of you out there right now listening who want to be able to do this. And look, I'm included. I love learning these tips. I know there's always another thing I could do to step it up and bring it to another level. And that's what we're going to do here today.
Oh, this is so fun because you picked some really good topics. I have to say to our audience here that I gave you all my worksheets, a lot of content, a lot of courses I've taught, and you really sussed it down to the ones that are most important. And today, at the end of this 3-part series, you're going to learn how to increase your views and you're going to learn how to repurpose that video so that you can get more views. So it's all about getting more views. And can I just say and really give some framework as we're starting to get into content here that
Absolutely.
If you want to get more views, you have to get comments to get seen. Now let that sink in. I talk fast, but I repeat what's important. All right. You got to get comments to get seen. So again, if you're out there and you're putting out content and you're not getting comments and likes and engagement, you are hurting what's called your relevancy score. So last time we talked a lot about this. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole, but check out our part 2 where we talk about how to do an engaging intro and go through that process. So again, that's really something separate, but you still, before we get started here, you need to understand you have to get comments to get seen. So if you want to increase your views, you have to get more what?
Comments. And you can help us out with that right now. Leave us a comment below. Say hi. Yeah, let us know what your takeaways are, what you're learning from this as Crystal is going through it, because she really has some amazing tips that she's sharing with us today.
I have so much ready for you. Now, I am switching over to promote business life transformation and not focus exclusively on my videos. What that means is you're going to be able to get access to all of my worksheets for free. You're going to be able to get access to all of this exact steps for free on YouTube. Stay tuned. But in the meantime, today, you don't have to watch 30, 40, 50 hours of it to figure it out. By the end of this broadcast, in the next 15 minutes, you're going to know exactly what you can do before, during, and after your broadcast so you can get more what?
Comments.
So that you can get seen. Get more comments so you can get seen. That's your mantra. Say it to yourself 100 times like your life depends on it, at least like your marketing depends on it, because it does. So that's where we're at. We're starting with how to increase your comments so you can get seen by increasing your relevancy score. And this is true for all channels. You'll notice today we're live on YouTube, and you can see this video later on. We'll drop the link on Facebook. We've gone live on Facebook before. You can go live on Twitter. You can do YouTube. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, pick one channel and be consistent. And the way you pick your channel is think about who's your ideal client and what channel are they on. Make an intentional choice and stick with it. But what we're sharing today is true for all channels.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that you brought that up, Crystal, because I know that when I first got into this business, now I was working with a mentor at the time who was like, you got to go here and 3 times a day here and twice a day here. And it became so incredibly overwhelming that I literally shut down like so many of us do. And so it was at one point along my journey, I wish it had been sooner, that I heard the same exact thing that you just said. Pick one avenue, pick one channel that you can be consistent on, and the others are like a bonus. And that too, I think, is what we're going to get into with the repurposing.
Yes.
So you can have your main channel, focus on there, and then take different clips and things and repurpose that on the other areas to drive traffic to that main channel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I really want to start there because, again, like Jillian described from her own experience, she was in a place where she was seeking guidance and somebody thought they were helping her because they had a secret sauce that worked for them. And they were just pouring into her and trying to inspire her. And it was all good. They were doing it to help you and you were doing your best. But at some point it became too much and you shut down and you stopped all the momentum you were building. So the main thing I work on in my life, whether it's diet and exercise, health and wellness, relationships, marketing, is the question, is it sustainable? If it's not sustainable, it doesn't matter. It's short term. You need to have a sustainable approach to your success, both your health, your vitality, relationships, and your marketing. So again, having one channel as your core platform and then taking it out and dropping that link across the other channels or chopping it up or repurposing it or transcribing it, all these things you're going to learn about today, that's just the icing on the cake. Okay. So we were talking as we were about to go live and I said in the nicest way, this is actually kind of a backwards analogy, but bear with me. Once you do a video, it's like somebody giving you a bag of lemons. It's up to you to make the lemonade and the meringue and the lemon pie and the lemon cake and bread or whatever you're going to do with it. Don't stop because that bag of lemons is going to sit there. But if you do something with it, you can make incredible things happen. And that's what's going to drive your views, because this is a little known fact as we're jumping into some more and more content here. 99% of your views come in replay.
I was so shocked to hear that, which is why, guys, you need this today. And we're so excited to share it with you. 99%. That's incredible.
Absolutely. So some of the benefits of increasing your views, and again, knowing that most of this is after the broadcast. So whether it's whether it's during your broadcast they're watching live or after, where the majority come from, you're going to increase your brand recognition. More people are going to know about you. You're going to find customers, improve your search results, create impact, and become an influencer. So there's a lot of benefits to being able to increase your views on your videos. Absolutely.
Yes. So should we share some tips about that specifically first, like how to increase the views?
Yeah, so let's do this. So I actually, of course, have something prepared. And this is a nice overview where we kind of go over it. And then as you can see, each one of these is broken down into the box below it, right? Just to organize it. And I have this as a worksheet. Comment below if you want it. I'll send it to you.
Yes, very good. I love that.
Right? It's like, it's all yours.
Yeah.
Right. So again, number one thing is you got to get seen by more people. And in order to get seen, you got to get what?
You got to get comments.
Get some comments. Okay, so in order to get comments, if you know that 99% of your views come in replay, let the second statistic sink in. 85% of your comments are going to come when you're live.
Interesting. Oh, wow. That's almost a complete flip-flop.
Yeah. So therefore, you have to find the balance between working with people in replay and working with people while they're live. So have you had that experience where you actually go in and you're watching a video and they just keep giving like, tell me where else you're from, comment below if you like chocolate. Yes. And you're like, look, I'm only here because you promised me the top 3 ways to improve my sleep. You know what I mean? Yes. You get so frustrated. And what do? What happens?
Well, I disengage or I turn it off.
You click out.
Or exactly. I try to fast forward, like, where is this? And I might get frustrated and click off anyways.
Exactly. And then you just click out. So we're dealing with an 8-second attention span. So this is how you get over that little hurdle, right? Let me ask you a question and walk into it. Who's watching in the very first 3 seconds when you're live?
Who's watching? Ooh, I don't know if I know the answer to that.
I guess
it's the people. Well,
yeah, what I'm thinking.
Well, it's the people who are ready and like see the notifications or know already because you've let them know that you're going to be live. So they're waiting for it.
Yes, and you're so close. Even those people are 3 seconds behind because of the delay. They're not going, even the people who are waiting, such a good point. Even the ones you sent the link to that are waiting for the notification, they still click on about 5 or 7 seconds. So those first 3 seconds, the only people who are going to see it are the people in replay.
Oh, okay. Yes. Got it.
So, and the people in replay, are they going to watch it 50% of the time or 100% of the time?
50% of the time. Oh, the first 3 seconds, 100% of the time. Absolutely.
It's the first thing anybody sees and they click on it. And 99% come in replay, your views come in replay, and everybody's going to watch the first 3 seconds in replay. It's actually the most watched part of your video, except for when you're live.
Yes. Look at all these ninja tips you're sharing. I had not even thought of that, which is also makes sense why, right? It has to be engaging, because if I'm not capturing you in that first 3 or 8 seconds that you said, they're out.
Yes, exactly. And so that goes for the 3 parts of how to increase your views. One is you need to promote it like an in-person event, right? So this is where, for me, Jillian and I actually are venturing into a collaboration in August. Get ready for the scoop. We're bringing it to you, where we're breaking down some key concepts of what's working in people's lives. Now, I share that with you because 1, I want you to get excited because we're excited, but 2, we're going to use that as a case study as we're talking about how to increase views. So over the next 2 months, up until August 1st, we're going to be working together to get butts in seats, as they say, right? So if we're going live, we're choosing a specific time, but it's going to be sometime between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. on Tuesday and Thursday. So let's say it's Wednesday at 10 a.m. just for the sake of this broadcast, okay? So if we know it's Wednesday at 10 a.m., then we know we need to get people to show up, because we need to get what?
The comments, butts in seats for comments.
And 85% of the people who are watching live are going to go, or 85% of your comments are coming from the people who are watching live. So if you know you need comments to get seen, you got to hustle to get people to click and wait for your broadcast. So just like if you were renting out a hall and buying food and, doing all these like cool things for an in-person event, at that point, you would maybe set up chat bots, text marketing, email marketing. These are things I have set up in my business that I leverage when I do an event. Maybe you don't have those. Maybe you're just using Twitter, Instagram stories, Facebook stories. Maybe you call a friend or text people or hang something up in your community room. I don't know. Just pretend like it's an in-person event and do that exact thing. So that's what Jillian and I are going to be doing over the next 2 months to get butts in seats and people excited about the upcoming broadcast weekly show, The Scoop.
Scoop. I'm so excited. And I want to interject really quick, if I could, Crystal, because first of all, you're like the woman when it comes to all of this stuff. And I am just always impressed by all of the information that you know on this topic. And I want to say, for those of you out there who aren't at Crystal's level, pick one avenue, just like we talked about, have one platform. And if you have maybe one going right now, like email marketing, and that's going pretty smooth, find one other way that you can start reaching out to people. You don't have to take all of this on right now. I know she has so many amazing tips, and you better be commenting below about what your favorite ones are and ask her for that worksheet. But you don't have to take it all on at once, but pick 1 or 2 and try them out, because they make such a huge difference.
Well, absolutely they do, right? And you want to just do one thing, just like Jillian's saying. So again, I'm so glad you really prefaced that, because what we want to do here is really focus on just doing one of these. This isn't saying you have to do all of these. I'm saying whatever you would do if you were having an event, do that now, because you're having an event. It just happens to be online. So please, and don't get overwhelmed. I'm so glad we're really bringing it back down to ground zero. Just find one thing, right? And even if it's just texting, you just call your friends and text them, do what you got to do. So now you get people butts in seats. They're waiting. They're primed and ready. They click on it. Now you need to have a really good, engaging intro. You need to look professional. Okay. Now I want to just say there's two types of video and you can fit into either one. You may be somebody who likes to document, where you just turn your camera on wherever you are. It doesn't matter. And you just share and pour your heart out. You don't necessarily have anything you're sharing per se. You're not trying to sell anything. You don't have anything you want people to do, but you're just sharing your heart. That's called documenting. The second type is called creating. And that's kind of what we're doing, right? It's like a set backdrop. It's at the same time. It's very structured. We have a point we want you to understand. We're creating. So again, it doesn't matter if you're documenting or if you're creating, you want to just have a professional video. Now, good Wi-Fi and lighting is a must for both of them. You've seen in one of my videos, actually turn off my light and let you see like without it. It is a big difference. So you just want to really have some good lighting, have a good background. Again, in this case, I like the set backdrop, but if you're, sharing your heart on, what's going on in your life and your business, maybe walking down the street is going to get you the best response with cool palm trees behind you in San Diego. I don't know, but just make sure that you really are taking time to have that professional quality. Whatever it is, just be intentional. And then the next step up, if you want to get even more comments, is just really show up with a big smile on your face. Have something like a cool prop. If you have like a cup with your logo on it and you want to do this, or maybe you have a journal entry you want to show like this, or you have a worksheet you're going to open up to and really zoom in on. Whatever it is, have something to kind of deepen that engagement. And then I'm using software called the Zoom webinar so that I can broadcast and screen share. So that's just one cool little extra. But just know you want comments. So you want to ask for comments. You want to look professional. You want to be high intro. You want to have something fun and funny. You want to create movement. What am I missing? Any questions?
No, I think you're really touching on it. I just want to say, much like she mentioned earlier, guys, real quick, if you didn't get a chance to watch part 2 of our series, go back and check it out, because we go into this in a lot more depth. We play with it, we give examples, and it's extremely helpful. So check that out.
We'll have to comment below with the link.
That's a good idea.
P.S. You get credit for your own comments.
Comment and likes as well. I learned that a while ago, like always like and comment on your own stuff.
Yes, you get credit for your own likes. If you like it. That's my rule.
Yep.
So now we talked about before, during, and after. This is kind of the story arc for repurposing videos, for getting the most views, all of this. So we've talked about what you could do before and during. This is what you could do after. Okay. So on Facebook, it makes it really easy for you to add subtitles. They even type it for you, but you need to audit what they write. Add subtitles and you'll see more engagement, which means more views, more comments. You can also select what the image is going to sit on that video. It's called a thumbnail. Or you can write a really good description down below with keywords that people are going to search. You can name it really good based on what people are searching, or your FAQs, a common question. You can put some money behind your video, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. You can respond back to any comments, right? So that's called optimizing your broadcast, is doing everything you can with your lemons to turn it into something magnificent. So again, you have to go through and respond back. You can tag influencers or businesses, knowing that you need to get what?
Comments.
You need comments. So and you get comment for your own comments, but you're also starting conversations. So don't just tag anybody and their mother on Friends Day and you tag 3,500 people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you make a video on how to increase your views on my video, then tag people who want to increase their video views, or other people who shared similar content, ask for their feedback on it. But this is where you tag them. You literally put @ and then their business name, and Facebook or YouTube will tag that business and notify them and get them to view it. So you get more views because you just tagged them, but when they comment, you also get in front of all of their audience.
And just to clarify really quick, do you do the tagging in the actual comment section and not in the description, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. There's I would say a kind of like manners almost. It's like digital manners. You want to be polite, you tag them in the comments, but you would only tag somebody in the actual post associated with it if they're on the video or image with you. If they're not, then you tag them in the comments.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. And then this is another big one, right? Ask people offline to get involved. My mother-in-law is a really great example. I love her, but she has no interest in live video. Let me tell you. But she's so wonderful. She's become an influencer in Texas, his small town Texas. She shares my videos. I have more people who jump up and down and share my video from small town Texas than I do in San Diego where I live. I mean, and whether it's your mother-in-law or your best friends or your sister or your clients, ask people offline to get involved, right? Just like if you had that on-person event, send them the link and ask them to share it. And then lastly, just look at the metrics. The Facebook and YouTube make it really easy. It can seem overwhelming and paralyzing even. Just breathe into it and just know the metrics are what the metrics are, even if you don't look at them. So knowledge is power. Take a deep breath, put on your big girl panties and look at the metrics and see what works. So that's the big picture of how to get more views. I want to bring it into repurposing because there's so much you can do afterwards. And that's what's going to really put a bow on this. But we're about 3/4 of the way done. What questions do you think our audience has right now?
The one thing that keeps coming up for me, and I'm so glad you asked that, is guys, because she is giving us so much information so quickly, like I love all of this content you're throwing at us. While we definitely appreciate the views and you can come back and watch this as many times as you like, that is another reason to comment below and ask for that worksheet because you can reflect back at it. We're not taking this whole thing on at once. And I feel the need to say that because I feel like there's a lot of people who are still pretty early on in the steps of their business. So it's something you can keep going back to, keep implementing one more and just build it naturally. It can be easy and simple. We don't have to take it all on at once.
Absolutely. And some of your first videos, let's just start with saying some of your first videos are going to be your first videos. Okay?
Yes.
They may not be as polished as 6 months from now, 6 weeks from now, 6 years from now, but your first videos may be some of your best hits because you are authentic and you're raw and you're not so polished. People are dying for authentic content. So don't feel like you need to do all of this to be successful. Step into one thing and know it's an evolution and be okay with that. That's part of it, and I have a whole workshop on how to break through your fear of live video. That's a whole nother thing, but just take it one step at a time, pick that one channel, be consistent, going live, and then do everything you can to really get as many views so you can bring out as many results as you can from that marketing asset, which is a video. Okay.
Absolutely. Love it. Let's get into, with the time that we have left, because I know we have only a little bit of time, how to repurpose. And this is so important too, guys, because we only have so many hours in a day, so many minutes, right? Yes. So the more we can take the things that we do and spread them out and chop them up and put them on other platforms, it makes sense. We don't have to create new things every single time.
We absolutely don't. And in fact, you shouldn't. Not only does it take time, energy, and resources such as money to make all of this happen, but you're actually losing traction, right? Repetition is key to success. People trust you more when they hear the same message again and again from you, right? So you want to be able to do that, but you also want to have social proof. And then when you post and you repurpose and you drive people back to that original video, you're going to see more traffic, which means when people see it, they're going to see more likes and comments, and it's going to give you more clout and make you look more of the influencer and expert and give you more confidence too. So even if you're not trying to get a new client, so to speak, it's still important to really create that social proof by getting your views. So in this case, I'm not going through all of this because we are at our 20-minute mark. So we're going to wrap it up, but I want to plant the seed with saying this is how most of my videos flow. I go live on Facebook. Now, Facebook is for short-term content, like 2 to 5 minutes, up to 10 maybe, but people are watching small snippets. If it's long-form content, start on YouTube. But in this case, let's say you start on Facebook. Then you simply take that and then you click the 3 dots afterwards. That allows you to change the title of the video, change that thumbnail. You can also download the HD version to your computer. That sounds really techy. It's 2 clicks, you guys. And it just means now the video doesn't sit on Facebook, it sits on your computer. Yeah. Once you have it on your computer, I encourage you to put some money behind it, like we talked about, tag some people who are interested in that, and then upload it to YouTube. Once you upload it to YouTube, then you want to put some keywords underneath. You want to give it a good title. You want to drop links to your other channels and say, hey, if you like this, follow me on my other channels, right? And then you want to just look at what's working and consider putting some money behind it if you're feeling a little savvy and sophisticated, okay? But even if you don't put money behind it, even if you got 0 views on that video on YouTube, there's still a huge benefit because YouTube is owned by who?
Google.
Google. And who's the number 1 search engine?
Google.
And who's the number 2 search engine?
YouTube.
So you get indexed in the number 1 and the number 2 search engine, the words coming out of your mouth, not even just the words you add and type, but literally if you didn't put any word description, no title, and you just had a video, you talking about things that are important to your clients, and you put it up on YouTube, now it's indexed on the number 1 and number 2 search engine. So this is a really, really important step. And then down here, I would use the link to your YouTube video and drop that into Twitter and LinkedIn. I would also chop up that video into maybe a 60-second little snippet, and you can use a basic video editor that actually cuts your videos for you. I'm looking on my broadcast on my phone to try to find the one I use right here. Video Shop is the one that I use, that little orange icon. Nice. It's a free app, and you can take a whole hour-and-a-half video for all it matters and cut it down to 60 seconds for free very easily, and you don't need to know iMovie. Okay, so once you do that, 60 seconds, you could put it on Instagram. You could take that 60-second snippet and upload it back to Facebook. Even though you started on Facebook, who knows? What's old is new again. You could put it in your stories. So again, don't try to do all of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying pick what's comfortable and just repurpose, right? You can also post it as a full blog on your LinkedIn. Hit me up if you want the training on that. And then lastly here, you can actually take that. Now you saved it to your computer. You just upload it to email and send it out to your subscribers because 86% of people prefer video. So it's not salesy when you send it out. So give them what they want, give them video, and then you can hit them up with a sales email afterwards because you built up, a little bit of social clout with them. But these are just some examples of, again, before the video, promote it like an in-person event. During the video, make sure you have a really professional video that at least is stable and clear, good Wi-Fi, good intro. And then afterwards, make sure you do everything you can on that where the video exists, in the comments and descriptions and such, to make it optimized. And then take that video and repurpose. So that's how you get more views, is find that balance and know that people are going to watch it in replay and comment in person. And if you could find that balance, that's how you'll be able to get the views that allow you to really grow your business using live video.
Love it. This was so amazing, Crystal. And I know she gave us a ton of information. Let us know in the comments below, what is the one thing that you're going to do to help yourself get more views on your videos? And what is the one thing to implement to help repurpose them? But we would love to hear that.
So good. So good. I look forward to seeing what you're going to do to take action. And just remember, even if you didn't do one thing you learned here, but you just went live, that's your one thing. If you haven't been going live, just go live, schedule it, put it on your calendar, and you will make it happen. Put it on your calendar, and promote it like an in-person event, and then you'll make it happen. So with that, we recommend you go live and go live often. We'll see you in the scoop in August. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. Yes. See you all guys soon. Bye.